Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and as promised, we're going to do the 6th Inning Showdown tutorial. I'm going to go over each mini mission, the 2 showdowns that are in this, what you're going to have to deal with in each mini mission, and how I would approach it, and how I also recommend that you approach it. But before we get into it, what I need you guys to do is hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, comment down below what you guys think about this 6th Inning Showdown tutorial, and if it helped you guys or didn't help you guys, let me know so I can adapt future showdowns to make sure that they're helping as many people as possible. And then after I go over each mini mission, I'll go over my squad and kind of how I recommend drafting players, because the first draft is kind of important about who you want to pick. This is the second time I've done this showdown. I completed it the first time and went through it the second time to see if any of the missions change. They do not change, but it also allowed me to try out whether I think Stan Musial or Jimmy Rollins is the answer when it comes to drafting. And I think I found the answer this second time around. Let's get into it. All right, the first mini mission that you're going to have here is the Professor. It's on rookie difficulty, and you're going to have to face the Signature Series Greg Maddux boss, and with your showdown squad, essentially that you drafted, in the first inning, you're going to have to tally 2 total bases, so you just have to hit a double or 2 singles in the first inning. Not too bad of a mission. This time around, I just hit line drives and got out. The first time I did it, first hit, I hit a home run with Justin Turner. I don't think it's that bad. It also gives you a nice look at Greg Maddux, who is the final boss in one of the early missions, which is kind of nice. The next mini mission is Stan the Man. Essentially for this mission, you have to tally 2 extra base hits, and you're facing the St. Louis Cardinals. Miles McCollum is on the mound. He's a 77 overall silver, right-handed throwing pitcher. They have obviously a juice lineup because all of these missions in this showdown have like the all-time best players that are in the game right now for each of the teams that you're going to play. But you only have to face a 77 overall pitcher. He doesn't throw that hard. He actually seams a lot of fastballs. And this mission is also on rookie for one final showdown run. The next mini mission is J-Roll. That was the nickname of Jimmy Rollins. I don't know how much you guys know about Jimmy Rollins or not. Throughout his career, he wasn't really a super great hitter. He had some good years here and there. He was more famous for being like a 2020 guy, a 2020, 2020, 2020 whatever guy. I think one of the missions has to deal with that. He was just all around an absolute stud, but he wasn't anything like ridiculous when it comes to a power hitter, a guy with like a super high average. But for this mission, you just have to walk off the Philadelphia Phillies. On the mound, you're facing the 87 overall player of the month, Hector Neris. You have to do it in the bottom of the 9th. It says to win the game, but you only get 3 outs. So essentially, you have to walk them off in the bottom of the 9th. The next mini mission is the Super Phillies, another rookie difficulty mission. And with a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 9th, with your closing pitcher, you have to save the game. The first 3 batters are the Gold Glove Shane Victorino, the Signature Series Jimmy Rollins, and the face of the franchise Mike Schmidt. I haven't got past the Mike Schmidt. Honestly, on rookie, if you just keep the ball kind of out of the strike zone and you have someone with a slider, they'll pretty much chase everything. And just throw the changeup too. Mixed changeup slider, pretty much on rookie, the computer can't hit it. I don't know. That's just, I guess, the way that the mechanics of the game works. Just my recommendation for that. A super easy mission. What's really nice about this mission is you get a show pack if you complete this mission, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning with your closing pitcher. The next mini mission is Little Segs. Essentially, this is about Corey Seager winning Rookie of the Year when he did. You have to tally 3 hits and 1 extra base hit without giving up a run, and you have 3 innings to do this. The pitcher you're facing is the gold 84 overall rookie Don Sutton. So with Sutton, he doesn't throw the ball too hard, but he does have a huge change of speed in his pitches. Now, his fastball might only go like 92 or 93 miles an hour, but he has a big looping curveball that goes like 71 or 72 miles an hour. So watch out for that. Don't get too hemmed up with it. It's on veteran difficulty. This is the first mission that bumps up to veteran difficulty. It never goes back down to rookie. The rest of the missions, the entire showdown is on veteran. Once you've done the first 5 mini missions, you're going to hit the showdown where you have to face Dennis Martinez. And he's essentially pitching in an Expos uniform because he played for the Montreal Expos, but he has the Nationals lineup behind him. And you have to enter the game with a man on third base, down 2 runs, and you have to come back and win with only 9 outs. So this Martinez has a little bit of a goofy windup. He's a little bit harder to hit, I think, than some of the other cards that you face. He has pretty high 9s. My recommendation is to take whoever your catcher is if you don't have a good catcher, or your worst hitter in your lineup, and put him in the one spot. Because he's going to start out on third base. You don't need to have a fast guy there. You're going to get a free guy on third base, and it's going to be your leadoff hitter. So you want to kind of switch whoever your leadoff hitter typically is and put whoever your worst player is at leadoff that you want to use in your lineup. Other than that, you're going to start out with your two-hitter, man on third base. You got to score 3 runs. The first time I did this, I had to take it to the very last out because I just kept hitting line drives, and the ball wasn't carrying because he has pretty good nines. Also, when you pick the squad, I found some better players, especially with Inside Edge being active right now. I look at some of the guys that are live series players and see where they're playing up and who's playing down. Because there's like guys like Mike Yastrzemski that's an absolute stud, and if he's playing up against right-handed pitching in the 2 showdowns against righties, I mean, you're getting an even better player with a glitchy swing. So it's just something to think about. After you beat this Dennis Martinez in the first showdown, the first mini-mission afterwards is Monty Mr. Murder Irving, and essentially you have to tally 2 runs in 3 hits without giving up 3 runs in 3 innings. This is the first time you actually pitch with your starting pitcher. In the first 5 mini-missions, even if you start out the game, they bring in your closer. I don't know why, but it's coded that way. So you're going to pitch with your closer in the first 5 mini-missions no matter what, even if it's the beginning of the game. Just something to think about. I mean, I wouldn't go out and not pick a starting pitcher because you're going to need one. So pick a silver if you can in one of the early rounds or whenever you complete one of the mini-missions if a decent silver pitcher is available. But for this mission, you're going to face Johnny Quinto, 73 overall, and you just have to, like I said, get 3 hits and 2 runs. You're playing in San Francisco, so you hit it in the right center field. It's easy to get some doubles and score some runs. Not too bad of a mission. It's also for 2 Final Showdown runs. All 5 of these mini missions on the back half of this showdown, or for 2 Final Showdown runs, the ones on the first half of the showdown, or for 1 Final Showdown. The next mini-mission is El Presidente El Perfecto. Essentially, Dennis Martinez tossed a perfect game against the Dodgers. Facing Dennis Martinez, you just have to get on base. You got 3 outs to get on base. Really quick mission. And once again, the reward is a show pack. So far, if you're doing all these mini-missions and stuff, you're going to get a gold player and 2 show packs. And there'll be another show pack down the line here too. So it's actually a pretty good amount of rewards for just doing this showdown and doing the mini-mission. The next mini-mission is Maddux. Essentially, Greg Maddux threw 76 total pitches in a complete game one time. You just have to pitch a perfect inning with your starter. Both the times I did this, I did not get it. I've only ever faced the first batter, which is veteran Chipper Jones, and both times he got a base hit on me. Do I think the mission's really that hard? No, it's only on veteran. Chipper Jones, he can go kick rocks, in my opinion. Obviously a very good hitter, but yeah, he just put 2 right up the middle. Couldn't get to them defensively. So I'm not really sure who's after that Chipper Jones. I'm assuming it's like Ozzy Albies or Acuna or somebody like that. I think this mission isn't too hard, but I didn't have any luck with it. Hopefully you guys have better luck than I did. Musil to my ears. This is essentially talking about Stan the Man here, who batted .331 for his career. And you just have to get 3 hits in 2 innings without giving up 2 runs. Once again, you're facing Miles Mikolas. So essentially, just to face Mikolas, he's a 77 overall silver, like I mentioned. So it's the second time you get to face him. Not too bad of a mission at all. You're facing the St. Louis Cardinals, and you're in Busch Stadium. The last mini mission is 20-20-20. This is where I was talking about Jimmy Rollins. In his MVP season, he recorded 20 doubles, 20 triples, 20 home runs, and 20 stolen bases. That's what I was talking about. Like, he was just a very, very well-rounded player. Well, with this mission, you have to get 9 total bases in 3 innings without giving up 2 runs. You're facing the 78 overall Zach Wheeler, who's a right-handed pitcher. I just didn't get enough total bases. I got a lot of hits. I think I got like 5 or 6 hits. I didn't really get any doubles. I didn't hit any home runs. I mean, really think about it. It's 2 home runs and a single, or a couple doubles and a couple singles. I just couldn't piece anything together. But this is another mission where you can unlock a show pack if you're successful. And something else to note is you do not face any left-handed pitchers. There are no left-handed pitchers in this entire showdown. You're only facing righties. So stack your lineup with left-handed bats. Unless you see a right-handed guy, like I think I have Paul Goldschmidt this time around. We'll go look at my squad after I talk about the Greg Maddux Final Showdown here. But I think Goldschmidt is playing up against righties, and Goldschmidt obviously has a good swing. He mashes. So that's why I picked Goldschmidt. But really, you'll look at my lineup when we go over it, and it's going to be pretty much all lefties, and that's why you only face right-handed pitchers. The final showdown, it says versus the Braves. Essentially, you're going to step in the box against Greg Maddux, the Signature Series card, and you're going to have to take the lead with 20 outs. And the reward is a headliners pack set 34. This is the first time they've done this. Normally just get a lot of XP. They've cut down on the XP here some, but they're giving you a headliner set 34 pack. Pretty cool by them. Obviously, you've seen from me being successful or unsuccessful on these missions. I'm at 10 to 15 right now, so I'm going to have to go in there, get 6 runs with 20 outs remaining. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do it. Greg Maddux doesn't throw too hard. My biggest advice for Greg Maddux, he is definitely a pitcher that is a control artist type of pitcher, so wait for him to just throw you stuff that's high. Anything that's high, just drive into it and mash. You should be able to sit on the fastball. He didn't throw that hard. And when he throws the curveball or something and hangs it, just absolutely whack it. Just make sure you drive into those types of pitches. That would be my recommendation whenever it comes to facing Greg Maddux, is just be a little bit of patient, but don't outweight him too long. If he gives you a pitch down the middle, he gives you something high, just step into it, hit it, set the PCI up kind of up in the zone. Don't chase anything low. He's going to try to throw his sinkers. He's going to try to throw his curveballs. He's going to try to get you at ground balls. He's a guy that's a pitch to contact type of pitcher. He's not going to try to blow the ball past you. And that's kind of how they have the computer pitching with him, is he works very much side to side, up and down, tries to hit the corners. Just be patient, wait for your pitch, try to get something up in the zone, drive it. I'm positive you can beat this Greg Maddux on veteran. Now, for the squad, let's see what we got going on here. As you can see, I said we got a lot of guys that are left-handed. I actually picked up Matt Kemp. I forgot that I got Matt Kemp. He was just by far the best option. Whenever I was going through guys, I think there were some other diamonds. They weren't that great. But pretty much the only righties I have in my lineup are Matt Kemp and the Paul Goldschmidt. And as I said, the Paul Goldschmidt is playing up plus 13 versus righties. So whenever he goes to the plate here, we're going to get 87 contact versus righty and 87 power versus righty, which is very good numbers for a gold card. So some of my suggested pickups, and I will put these like I always do in the description, is Mike Yastrzemski. Absolute stud. Juan Soto's another guy, and Matt Olson has been an option in both of my initial drafts. Pick Matt Olson. Yeah, he's not playing up versus righties right now, but he has one of the sweetest swings in the game. When he connects, the ball goes far. Another guy to always think about is Didi Gregorius, because Didi has a very glitchy swing. And if you're using his Diamond Player of the Month card, you're kind of used to his swing anyways, which I think helps some. Now, I did say that the first time around I picked Stan Musial because he has better attributes than Jimmy Rollins. However, this time around I picked Jimmy Rollins. I like Jimmy Rollins over Stan the Man every time. Rollins has a better swing. It's glitchier. I just hit the ball better with Jimmy Rollins. You let me know what you guys think is a better pick. I would say Rollins every single time, but if you want to go with Stan the Man, then go with Stan the Man. In the second round, you're going to get an option to pick some pitchers or whatever. There's going to be a live series diamond there. Pick Corey Seager. 121 contact versus righty and 89 power versus righty is going to be hard to match for any live series guy. Just pick the Corey Seager. It's a good card. His swing's a little bit goofy, but after you play like 2 or 3 games with him, you'll get used to it. On the bench here, I have Adam Dunn, obviously a big power guy. I have Tommy Edman. And the reason I have Tommy Edman and this Eric Davis is there wasn't really lefties that I was like, oh my God, I really want this lefty. So the reason I picked these two guys is because of their speed. I don't know if you guys remember, like a month and a half ago, if you're playing Showdown, you could pretty much steal a base at will with anybody. You could hold an R2 and L2, you could take a 2-step lead, and as soon as you release and they get a perfect jump, the pitcher's going to be in his whatever throw, and bada bing, bada boom, you got second base, you got third base, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Well, that glitch still kind of works, but the way to do it is you have to hold R2 whenever the pitcher becomes set. So by that I mean, like, the pitcher's going to have the ball, he has his hands apart or whatever, he's going to bring the ball into his glove, and he's going to sit there. As soon as he puts his ball into his glove and brings his left leg towards his right leg, he's set. You want to hold R2. Then he can't pitch. He's going to do a little look over like this if he's going to first base, or if he's going to second base, he's going to look back like he's going to second base, right? Then you're going to take your 2-step lead, L1, L1, 2 times. Then you're going to tap L2, and if the guy's over 75 speed and he has like 30 stealing, you're pretty much guaranteed to steal second and third base if you do that. You just have to make sure he's set. If he's not set, he will pick you off. So make sure the pitcher's set, bada bing, bada boom. If you need an extra run or two late in the thing, it's always good to have some guys that can pinch run, because let's be honest, I'm going to have this Adam Dunn, but he's 52 speed, 21 stealing. He's not a burner. A guy like Goldschmidt or Olsen. These are slow guys. Gregorius is slow guys. And it's not like Eric Davis can't hit at all. It's not like Edman can't hit at all. I mean, they're just not as good as Gregorius. I also have this Marcus Semien for the same reason. He's not as fast, but he does have a decent stick if I need to sub somebody back in to replace one of my pinch runners. Like I said, try to use that stealing. It's a little glitchy, but like I said, it's like a 95% working rate. That's what I've been doing with showdowns. It's made it a lot easier. As for pitchers, I did it again, guys. I didn't pick a starter. The first time around I did it, I had actually like a 72 overall bronze, and he was just money for me. But I always did get a closer. This time I got Kenley Jansen. The first time around, I don't remember, I got one of the silvers. Pick a starting pitcher, pick a closer. Don't necessarily need to pick in the initial draft. There are some better players there for hitting. But pick them up whenever you have the silver guys. Pick up a starter if you see one, just in case. Don't necessarily pick a starter at the beginning because you don't really need them. So if you do the first couple mini missions, maybe you can get a starter out of it. If not, there's really only one mission that really affects you that you need a starter. And that's the Greg Maddux where you got to throw a perfect inning. So other than that mission, which is just 2 runs, you don't really need a starter. So don't go like out of your way to pick a gold starter because you're just wasting a gold player pick. So that's my recommendation for the lineups. And like I said, I'll put more guys below kind of what I had from the first time around. And I'll obviously put the same tips and strategies of like how to go through these mini missions in them. Guys, that concludes the 6th inning showdown tutorial. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this showdown. If you think it's one of the easier ones or one of the harder ones. Also, let me know if you need any help. If you need any help, any suggestions, need any tips, just let me know. If something in the video doesn't make sense, I'll clarify it for you. Or if you just need help like even picking a guy, I'll try to respond as quickly as possible so that you can keep pushing through the showdown. Everyone, good luck at getting this showdown. Get these 70 program stars, and you guys have a great day and be safe.